when you see him and then him have all of these clout, all him have to do is say, this is what I want to get done. And people are going to just build places, and the people them are the community are can have something for say.
Give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. Give thanks and praise, gratitude for your presence. West Indians, question them all. 'Cause it look like the West Indian people are the people who really are the movers and the shakers around here as far as we can see. 'Cause for a fact, we of the West Indies, specifically this island, Zamayaka, our people go around a Britain and establish ourselves, fight in them war, aid them, and then we very same people help rebuild London City and other places in England, around Britain there. And then them reject we people and draw a card upon we people. When we are part of the British colonies, them say, boy, them not really want to accept we in the mother country, which would be the England, not Africa. England would be the mother country. And I don't hear no great attorney take up the cause of our people. You know what I mean? For bring any kind of claim against the British colonial empire or even this Dutch West Indian company. So we have to go look into these things. In our group chat, a brethren share a little information and that I like Usain Bolt, so me kind of respond to it. And I think it makes sense me share it publicly over the air and take it from there.
David Edge, salute with a video that about Usain Bolt. Or people for some reason may not necessarily get Usain Bolt and in situation too much energy. I don't know why I not really get energy. Cause I don't know Usain Bolt. I don't know the things them what Usain Bolt do. I just know say Usain Bolt get famous and get foreign to us as a people. That's all me know. Cause there is no way a man like me where me not too bright, me can't read or write, but me have a specific talent and me use it and amass wealth. My first investment is in myself. Me I gotta learn to read and me I gotta learn to write. And because me I gotta handle money now, me I gotta do some whole heap of courses to teach me about money and accounting. You know what I mean? That means that when me I invest, me not have to pay a man for just invest and me not know what I go on. Me not have to pay nobody for, handle my money. If me I pay you, me supposed to can direct you. And there have to be, receipts. So me not get Usain Bolt them too much energy because them are part of the elite. The moment we as a people reach a certain level, we not do the things them for benefit our own people. Usain Bolt not build 10 sports center called Usain Bolt Sports Center were fully equipped. When Usain and then him have all of these clout, all them have to do is that this is what we want to get done, and people are going to build places, and the people them are the community are can have something for say yes Usain Bolt, but I know nothing with them guy here. Usain Bolt coming like leeching to me. You know what I mean? Just different complexion. And that go for everybody. Well, up there and say them elite, but them have to pay foreign people for regulate them finances. The very same thing will happen. Foreign man just draw a card pound way and say, hey, the stock went down and you lose millions and you can't get nothing back. So not nothing new. How them never go rob leeching money like how them rob using money. You ever hear any of these colonizing foreigners? Leeching, all of these people are foreigners to this location. Usain Bolt the original. And that's the difference, but my people not see these things. We see the imagery what Babylon show with on them TV, and then we get caught up in an emotion. We don't have no interest in them part of that. Usain Bolt is a silly man. God, there is no way. I got to put myself in a position for can say, yeah, I earn all of these things. And some little Mickey Mouse geek, some little Mickey Mouse country people, I got to wrap up all of my money. A joke thing. No different from when me hear the young police officer say, watch out, I get where we come from, you know. And we not thiefy, but the country police them, and them are the scammer, and them are the thief, and I don't know. I don't really know. You know, so them normally blame the ghetto people and for everything. So I'm not really share the Usain Bolt hoopla. I think it's one of them things that way it should be a lesson for our people. The moment we reach some kind of level where society will look one way, we're not about to side with the common people anymore. Sometimes the common people fall to because we be some poor. But usually, when you say you get rich, oh, me a musician, and me get $1 million contract or $1 billion contract, then it's a whole different you now, because people that they address you, people that they tell you how to speak or speak for you, and people that they tell you how to think and act. You're a changed being. This is what it is out there. So we have to stay grounded. And we have to arm ourselves with correct knowledge and is the things that where you know and the truth. We stand behind where you know. The truth, we are going to hold it up. Not all of this media mess. If they are presumed to be our enemy, then no say your enemy now going to have the best interest. No time at all. No time at all. Not your enemy.
Again, I concur. If I have a presumed enemy, I can't look for no favor, no direction, no inspiration. I can't look for nothing. We are going to fit in my best interest from my enemy, from my adversary. And this are the dilemma I think my people find themselves. We are so absorbed. We are so assimilated. We are so integrated. We can't identify the adversary amongst us anymore. Me always say, not necessarily I go look upon a man complexion and say him good or bad. You don't really do it that way, because the good and the bad come in all variations. And you you'd have said non-colored people, as they would say, do a lot of good work in the earth, presumably, as well as you have ones where do bad. And for the colored people are the very same thing. But I always say, what them intention, what them volition, watch them actions. Watch them actions. I find it fascinating for know, say boy, when I look on some old information coming from the postmaster's office, because the document them show that where the West Indians, we especially the Zamayakan, what them call Jamaicans, go over Europe there, where I guess once upon a time because of the war, you know, that place was ravished with them European conflict. And because them say we are a part of the British colony and England is our mother country. Africa wasn't a mother country them time there. You know. England was a mother country. And we can just jump on a boat, a plane, whatever it takes, and just go England back and forth as, you know, we desire. But it's the moment my people say, watch ya, I could go around there and see what we can go on with, you know. Winston Churchill start advocate against my people of the West Indies. Winston Churchill and the documents them. That's why I'm share them information there so we can catalog it. And this is what me have to say about that. Me know lawfully, them can't just tell us, boy, you know, you're a foreigner in a Britain, because most of who they know are the very same ex-Germans, those pale people, them not originate in Britain. You understand? And them are the ones them where we, West Indian, go fight against. And then when the war done, the very same Aryan British take in those people and say them no want no darkies, regulate the darkies to some subhuman condition. But our people ignore these things and excuse these things. We can't dey in England knowing all them kind of information here and make no kind of foreign man to England give me talk. And the same thing with the mainland. These people are foreigners here. But because the miscegenation is so rampant and my people caught up, and when them look around, the foreigners seem to be the one them where have established wealth. I call it slave legacy. That my people is just afraid. When we look upon the islands here in the so-called Caribbean, good sister of mine visit Dominica, the island, not the republic. And when she said the people them there will look like eyes, like she said them in her days. The very first thing we greet her is a big cross, big Catholic cross. You know, the Spanish was there. And now we can distinguish the Spanish Catholic from the British, you know, say Protestant. But the people totally unaware of who they are. Because all of them I say them come from Africa according to the conditioning. Them totally unaware of them location. Is actually bare foreign I'm here there in them location there. Bare foreigners. And them regulate the original people to some areas where when you pass through there, you know, you question yourself and I say, wait, people living at them location, yeah. But the foreigners them find the prime property and spread out themselves and then them claim to be the original people of these islands. And it's not just, you just say, the Caucasian type or the Aryan type. You have the next Persian type. You have the Hindustani type. All of these people are foreigners here. And because my people are so lost, especially with common folk, them what them call the ghetto people, them just say, boy, the majority, them have to try work extra hard. Even when them willing for work, just them address the location would excuse them from getting the employment there. And them come from the ghetto, but I like them are part of the badness, And then the bad set now, which is not the majority. The whole community take on the aspect of the bad few. So we have a gang around here, so, and them bad like yours, So the whole community become a bad place. But this is where we get when we tolerate a lot of, things. Or when you have your own ones and you know them are the wrongs. When you can't talk to them, you don't necessarily have to tolerate them. You have to say, watch out, it's a through a year road that you stay around, so. And I like, they're going to come burn you out no more, because I already talk all my talk, but I don't want the association. And you see, the moment them can't come associate me and come live in my house or come hide around my little son house or my little daughter house, then them can't stay in the community. And then the same thing when we tolerate the corruption from with political leaders. Them say tolerance, but me I say to what extent? It's like you have a neighbor and when you look, your community decent. And I like we're affluent, where we're up there, but we as a little common people will make sure our street clean and we not entertain too much garbage and these things. Then boom, you have a new neighbor movie. And when you look, 1 old car, 2 old car, 3 old car, beer junk. And you're not supposed to say, my brother, that look good, it can't work. If we tolerate the ungodliness and the untidiness and the mess, then it'll go, prevail. Remember, me could have said to one of them neighbors, they said, brethren, them thing are garbage. Brethren, said, open land there, get a container and put those things as storage. And it's when I talk to the brethren said, brethren, I never ever realize. And when you tell me, and that blow my mind, because me I say, hold on, you not see the amount of garbage where you have all over the place? Somebody have said that to you? And until a rotted explosion and fire, for people realize, say, boy, there is danger there. So when our people behave like we want to tolerate the mess, then we're going to get the mess. If we're going to tolerate the garbage, then we're going to get the garbage. Them things you have basic knowledge. If my neighbor can't talk to me and say, yo, King, so them things the way you have spread out, the kind of, is a hazard and, it can create problems for all different ones. If my neighbor can't say that to me, then I probably don't need to live amongst people. I probably need to isolate myself. Because we know so there was a time when the community raised we as youth. We know about them time there. Well, when you go around there, so you can't do nothing because it go right back to your granny. I could remember when my granny come from town, people meet her at Forshire Road and I complain about me as a little boy. And my granny just come home and me don't even know what go on. Me just get a whopping. Me get beaten every day from my granny. Probably that's why I love her so. Once upon a time, as you rude, them no bother with it, them all see your people them a town. I make your granny know say, watch ya, the one little, me see me a bolo in there, you know, him a go drown, you know. Me see a weird up a Tivoli, me see, and by the time me no know what go on, cause me swear so nobody no see me. So when my granny come home, cause me not talk about my mother, my granny really grow me. Me I get beaten. I man get beaten every single day. As them say my name called little, and you're a little boy. Community grow you. I could remember my aunt broke and I miss color cook and just Lego her pot. Matty, mother, Miss Cal. And a she, cause them time they think me never there home. Them time they me I live for my own as a little boy. It is another story that. But my aunt broke, playing ball, and the lady just stop everything what she do. And I, you know, public and them wrap up your hand and then your mother will come in and you know what I mean? And then me get to go back in my place and thing. But the community used to raise you, man. The community used to care for you, man. When people now no food and know say over there's a food cook, people could have go around there and get something. All of that seem like it changed. And probably rightfully so, because people become afraid now. People become afraid of them neighbor. People become even afraid, terrified of them very own partner. Yeah, man. Me have a ill when me work out on people. Today I just a easy thing, you know. And I know some ones, you have a, you know, lot of ones who work out on the hill. And I remember a group of warriors, some ones, you know. But this group of man, them par with each other and we hear them conversation. And brethren, I could hear one of the youth, I know him well. Boom, the man, them say, boy, and get gunshot. Pam, you know, in the hospital almost dead. When you hear from the shout, now some girly set him up, man. Yeah, man, rob him, man, you know, leave him for die. But him survive. I'm see him even after. And him that work, but you know, through a head injury, him now saw 100, I think him have to quit the work. Choices again, you know, decision where we are make as man again, you know. But then we are sure the depths of our own people. Probably if I man was a man where, hey, that man they rich round there, you know. Probably, you know, would have problem every day. And we have to question all of that. Why is it that you in a ghetto and you practice your little DJ skill and nobody not really have no problem with you? Everybody rate you. Everybody support you as them little ghetto artists. And as a ghetto contract, something change. I be a war now and violence. And you say, how come when you get money now, you should be able to unify the community? We have to question these things, man. Why we have a political system where only 37% of the people participate, yet this minority group, 37%, are govern over the majority who have no interest. Why is that? How people now ask them questions. Free will is just that, people. And that's why we say freedom, freedom, free dominion, free domain. Them use misinformation for intimidate and bring fear to people. And this is why it is important for people gain correct knowledge. That's the right set of information. Salute Joel Jagwasi, Synergy Team TV, salute, salute, honor. A easy pass through, you know. Now stay too long out here. Just as a question them. Question all of them, brethren. Find out who you are, find out what you are, and then find out where you are, and then question them again some more. The Moors, the Maroons, the Mongols, salute. You have a platform where warrior they have no ramping or Re-Educated TV. Check out that platform there. I like how the warrior will bring him information and take him time, you know. And when they have to say, hey, it's a final conclusion, but as I said, it's right there, you know, in the right direction where truth there. Because when we talk about the Moors, this brother, I gotta break it down and I show you, say, yeah, the same Mongols. You understand? And these people come here a long time, come and talk about wars where our ancestors are fight for about 300 years with people who look like people who look like us. This is why them can talk about Caribs and Caribs violent and our noble. We have always been the noble people. But we could never just lay down and allow you foreign people for us, you know, ravish us. You gotta have a few away where when we do decide to stand up, we stand up perpetually, man. We just stand up perpetually. We not sell out. This is why there's a narrative where say not all skin folk is kin folk. Because them look like us, but them not necessarily have our best interest at heart. Some of the people them wanna look like we care much more for us than some of those treacherous ones that look like us. So we have to work with the good we're out there and the good spirit we're out there. And we just try to, you know, remove ourselves from the badness we're out there. Because it spoil things. Anything we're bad, always I forgot to have one of them kind of place there where you store them kind of garbage there. So we have to choose good. To that foreign entity's governance. And the foreign entity doesn't necessarily have your best interest at heart because the foreign entity have to do everything to maintain its position. So if it will create a criminal environment in order to be the police of that criminality, then it will do that. This is why upon the tape me I say, oh, I'm not hear the runner Usain Bolt build 10 sports center called the Usain Bolt Sports Center here on the island, fully equipped. We don't hear nothing like that. And him wouldn't necessarily have to spend his own money. At the time when him do all of these great things, the whole world was at his feet. Him have sponsors from left to right. All him need is the vision. And for all that time where this man do great work, the fastest man of the world, absolutely no one around him advise him, say, yo, structure this so you can leave this as a legacy. Every children want to go to the Usain Bolt Sports Center or Sports Academy because Usain Bolt leave that legacy. We don't hear that. We hear about restaurant and party. So why now I should be concerned when your very same friend them swindle you? Because them nah swindle leeching. Them nah swindle none of these foreign guys. Them will swindle the common folk. Them would take where the entertainer their money. Entertainer, you sing a whole heap of song, and a foreign man just come and say, sign right here. And you even see the horn and the tail on the foreign man. And you know, see the devil fork in the foreign man hand. You think he might do anything in your best interest. The musician them need to find a way to say, watch out, we're done with it, you know. We go a country, go plant some yam. And say, who are going to entertain these elite? Then we find our own industry and write our own song. But people to attach them, now I'm going to make them sacrifice that. No, sir. It's just like the Jamaica Light Company decide to raise up the light and do all kind of things, and we say, yo, that's lock off our light. We don't want no night. We not pay feet. Come lock off light in every house. But you will have a handful ready to do that. And the majority are saying, I can't do without my light until Babylon cut it off totally. Then I'm have to do without. People complain about them salary, about the work condition, and we say, watch out, have a sit-in for 1 month. I say, watch out, we're not moving. We're not going away. We're not doing no work. We just got chill and shut this thing down until, meet some demand. Our people now do that. Our people say, hey, me have to work, and me have to work, and me have to work some until Babylon said, no work, shut down, stay home. You see the slave them say, whoops, oops. That's why I know it's an individual thing. Because if you wait for the group to get anything done, it's an impossibility. It will never happen. Yeah, man. So usually it starts from one and go out there and take on life. This is why we say freedom, freedom, free dominion, free domain. That's all it is. Free will, my people. Choose wisely out there. The British people, boy, I'm so concerned because I say, oh, they in a great status, but them kind of trick, we don't know about the laws, What was first is choice. And the 1948 British Nationality Act predate all of the new changes where Winston Churchill come implement. Yeah, man. And Winston Churchill needs to be brought upon some kind of charges for genocide against a people. Because just by denying people access to a better way of life, yeah, man, you kill them, man. And then you open up England. Because I want to be specific, not just the British Empire. England, you open up England to the very same German vagabonds, Czechoslovakian vagabonds. All of these people were, most of them were unskilled. And we are sure information where we at the West Indies are engineer, all kind of machinists, all kind of technical workers. We never just not laborer. We have carpenter, we have plumber, we have electrician. And this is in the 1940s. And when we look on the information on the mainland, them really have our people under pressure on the mainland in the 1940s. But because them divide way in order to conquer way. We'll get some information right here. You will probably go around a re-educated TV and you're going to get some very good information. You're going to go across town and check some other our people platform and you're going to get some good information. But when you look to the mainstream Aryan media, it's all propaganda. It's all propaganda, my people. But yeah, man, we still have to give thanks because we're going to always a persevere. I say it already, them come with all kind of things, and my people, we are still here and we'll always be here. It's just a matter of in what capacity. Because if we not choose to really educate ourselves outside of the colonial institution, then we just have to be proper slaves. And we don't know it. That's it. Choose to be free people. West Indians. Ask a question. Who build up around England? Who are the people them where they go around they go fight war as foreigner aid? Who are the people where reconstruct back that location? And why are these people being ostracized, demonized, and rejected by the British Empire now? Here people are talk about them want independence. Look how the place stayed now when you get this political mess. Look at our place. You go around on the island, the major cities, you're gonna find all kind of garbage pile up. And them a show image when the British are run around here, it never stay like that. The corruption wasn't like this. So the moment you give some people what look like we authority, those people are gonna be slave masters over the original people. Because I said most of them people are some maroon type foreign people. The Andrew Holiness type of people, and where you see them look a little bit like we, but they can look and say them are really we. Because them bloodline probably have some different thing in it. You could work with the good people out there. If you're good, it not make a difference who and what you are. From you, I say good and I deal with goodness. We can, work with that. But the deception, we have to be mindful. Yeah, man. Again, question them West Indian people. Make no sense, you make them tell you, and you do not look. And always know a citizen is always a subject to something else. So if you're a British citizen, you better upgrade and become a British national. It makes sense. And if you're a Jamaican citizen, upgrade and become a Jamaican national. I hear them use that term interchangeably, but me know it's a trickery. It's just like me hear the new traffic act. Me hear them use the term decal in the traffic act. I'm laugh. Yeah, man. In a phone world, which is the commercial world, you can have only license plates. You know, have decal. You know, have license decal. Nothing work like that. You understand? Your decal a public notice, specifically expressing the fact that it is not a license plate. However, each one teach one, and as we move forward, we learn and grow. But I'm truly thankful that I'm amongst the few where initiate a certain kind of change by sharing specific information. Yeah, man. Step by step out the people. Yeah, man. Seek truth and keep it. And again, choose to live your best life. Salute to our First Lady out there. Truly, complete gratitude for your presence in I life. Yeah, man. Truly, truly. Our Indian nation, that specific society, tribal. Yeah, man, we are tribal. Call them out, warrior. Call them out.
Like the Sharia. Like the Sharia, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, man, it is interesting. They have a document called Memorandum 2000. And this is an old document with Kissinger. I talk about the global population. So really, these things are not new. Yeah, man, most of we're out here. We know of all of these things with these foreign system we want, either say, wipe out a lot of the people and will look like them. In other words, the non-white folk. So all them things I just reiterate all of these, condition where we as a people find ourselves in. However, if people choose to stand still or be afraid, then this is what will happen. I say here on the island, 37% of the populace participate. I'm not talking about voting. I talk say only 37% of the Jamaican populace participate in the political system. Yet, the minority, which is this participation in this political system, still are governed. So on to the majority when I participate. The minority are still have talk over them. This is why if we don't have the right kind of information, we not get nowhere. And if people not choose to stand up and say, hey, I choose not to participate in this, unlawful, organization, because the people when they in the organization spoil and corrupt. And because the people at the top is corrupt, then it's no surprise when you say the whole island is presumed that way. So it's up to the individual. Yeah, man, it's just like how you as a man choose to live good or you choose to live bad. It's really up to the individual to stand up. And most people only want to live vicariously through others. Most people is afraid of their very own shadow. And the fear will paralyze most people. And then again, I would say it don't make sense to act without knowledge. And if people choose to ignore the knowledge or ignore the information, then you can't do nothing. There's nothing you can do for people. They can shine light, they can warn, but if people say, hey, I'm afraid, then you have to leave the ass where it is. It's just that simple. But gratitude for the share. Yeah, man.